Baby had a tongue tie release, but is still struggling with feeding or comfort, you're not alone. It's actually more common than you might think. And today I'm sharing why that happens and, most importantly, how to help your little one recover and thrive. Hi, I'm Kaili Ets, a pediatric occupational therapist and infant craniosacral therapist. I'm also a holistic sleep and reflux specialist. If you've had your baby's tongue tie released and expected an immediate improvement, but you're still seeing some struggles with feeding or reflux or fussiness, this video is for you. We'll talk about why some babies continue to have issues after the release and what you can do to support their recovery. If you've experienced challenges after a tongue tie release, share your story in the comments below. And be sure to hit that subscribe button for more tips and support on baby wellness. Also, make sure to download my tongue tie symptoms checklist from the link below this video. It will help you identify if your baby's symptoms might still be related to their oral function. So let's dive into why some babies struggle even after a tongue tie release. First of all, it's important to understand that while releasing the tongue tie, it frees up that frenulum, that little string under the tongue. It doesn't necessarily mean the tongue will immediately start moving correctly. Think of it this way. Imagine your arm has been in a cast for weeks. Even after the cast is removed, you can't just start using your arm normally without some exercises or rehabilitation to strengthen the muscles of your arm. The same goes for the tongue. It needs time to learn how to move properly after being restricted. And to make matters even more sort of apparent is that your baby has been using that restricted tongue for months in utero. And so they have developed a lot of compensations, and that tongue didn't have time in utero to learn how to move properly, but also to strengthen to the point of being able to change the shape and the different movements of that tongue. And so it needs time to relearn all of that. Another reason why some babies struggle is that after a tongue tie release, there's a risk of scar tissue forming if the proper wound care isn't done to keep that wound open while it's healing. Scar tissue can cause the frenulum under the tongue to reattach, which can restrict the tongue all over again. That's why it's so important to follow up with wound care and gentle exercises to help promote healing in that open position without reattachment. Typically, this involves gently stretching the area under the tongue to maintain that long, tall diamond shape while it heals in order to prevent reattachment. But make sure to follow the specific guidance of your release provider. Some of the key components to recovery after a tongue tie release include bodywork, oral exercises, and something called suck training. When your baby has been restricted for so long, their tongue muscles, their jaw, and even the whole body can develop compensations to cope with the lack of proper tongue movements. These compensations can show up as tightness or discomfort in different parts of the body, which is why bodywork can be so helpful. Bodywork, such as craniosacral therapy or pediatric chiropractic care, can help relieve tension and improve function, not only in the mouth, but also in the head, neck, and body. Babies often need bodywork to help release tension patterns and tightness and compression from in utero development and birth, and really improve their overall movement. In addition to bodywork, gentle oral motor, so exercises of the mouth, can help to retrain the tongue to move effectively. This could include exercises to help the tongue lift, to lateralize or move side to side, extend forward, cup, all movements necessary for successful breastfeeding or bottle feeding, and even introduction to solids. Suck training is another great tool to help get the tongue working and strengthened. It's a simple way to improve your baby's oral motor function and enhance their ability to suck effectively. So suck training involves exercises designed to encourage your baby to suck properly, helping to build up the tongue strength, the endurance of the tongue, and also the coordination. An example of suck training is to gently offer a clean finger to your baby, allowing them to attempt to suck on it while you provide some gentle resistance, sort of like tug and war. This helps engage the correct sucking muscles and encourages proper tongue movement. Now, you might notice that when you put your finger onto the upper gum of your baby, they continue to do this sort of chomping motion with their gums and their jaw. And it might take them a while to actually start sucking on your finger. And I want you to be patient, to allow them that time, because this is part of encouraging that tongue to move properly and to get stronger. And so we need to give babies time to process what it is we want them to do. They know it's just that they're trying to kind of send the signals from their brain to the muscles to actually do what they should be doing. And they're just in the habit right now of doing that chomping. And that might be part of the reason why after a tongue tie release, your baby is not improving, because we're not giving them enough opportunity to get that tongue moving and strengthened. Think of it like tongue rehab. Another option for suck training could be using a bottle nipple or a pacifier that has a cylindrical shape to practice these skills in a way that mimics that natural sucking. And pacifier shape matters, which is a whole nother video. But essentially you do want a pacifier that is round and cylindrically shaped versus flat to promote proper tongue cupping and function. It's crucial to approach post-release care with a team mindset. A tongue tie release isn't just a one-time procedure that fixes everything. It often takes a team of professionals working together to help your baby achieve full function. And this might include the pediatric dentist who does the release, a pediatric occupational therapist like myself, maybe a lactation consultant, a body worker. By working together, this team can ensure that your baby is getting the full spectrum of support that they need in order to learn to use their tongue properly, to latch effectively, to extract the milk well, and to feed comfortably. If your baby had a tongue tie release and you're still seeing symptoms like feeding difficulties, clicking, reflux, fussiness, or gassiness, or any of the above, it's important to reach out for support. Start by seeking a functional assessment from a professional who is knowledgeable about tongue function and oral motor skills. Someone like an occupational therapist or a speech-language pathologist. They can help guide you through all of those tongue rehab exercises, even the wound care and body work, to ensure your baby's tongue can move freely and function properly. And remember to grab my free tongue tie symptoms checklist from the link below this video. It will help you identify your baby's symptoms that might be tied to ongoing oral restrictions. I hope this video has given you clarity on why some babies may struggle even after a tongue tie release, and how you can help support their recovery at home. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, share your experience in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more baby wellness tips. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.